4 more days. I'm up for going to Tartarus whenever you want. We've come so far. Nothing's more important than this. Oh, I guess. You and your comedic timing. Yes, I was in my room, Akihiko. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, with that, now that Aegis is actually completely maxed out now, that's gonna leave us to make her weapon. So in order to do that, we need to make a persona of hers. So let's go to the Velvet Room and let's fuse the necessary persona needed. So I believe the persona that we gotta make is Meta, what did I write down? Metatron. And I should have all the necessary personas in order to grab this, so let's see. We are going to need one of these guys. Michael. Oh, we already have him. Sweet. Okay. We have Michael. Next, we're gonna need Gabriel. Alright, we have Gabriel. And I'll probably fuse the other couple personas after, so that way I can get 100% compendium. We're gonna need, not you. Oh, wait, yes, we do need you. We need Raphael. And then, did I pass by Uriel? Or have I not made him? I could have sworn I have made Uriel before. Oh yeah, there he is. Alright, that is everybody. And now, we fuse the personas. And it is a pentagon spread, I believe. I lied. Cross spread. There we go. Metatron. The highest ranking persona that we can get for the Aeon Arcana. Look at him go. Okay, let's... Level 90! Okay. Megadolian. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of probably Regenerate 1, because that's not gonna do much for us. And I feel like I want to get rid of Repel Ice. That might not necessarily be... He's not weak to ice, so I probably don't need to. But I probably will get rid of Dodge Slash. Alright, yeah, I'll probably get rid of Dodge Slash. I don't think we need that. And there we go. Metatron. Next, what we must do, head off to the antique store. Thankfully, it is open. Welcome. Unite weapon. We're gonna grab the Nihil gun. And we're going to go for a Metatron, which will give us... Sounds like a Metatron. It sounds like... Oh, I was gonna say it sounds like, but it sounds exactly like Megatron. In Transformers, they just changed one letter and then to avoid it sounding exactly the same. Wait, what was it? Today 20. I make sure I go back on my notes. Yes. Okay. And we will be able to pick this up in a couple days. 29th. That will be Aegis's weapon that we need in order to take down Margaret. So, while we wait for that, we go back to the dorm. And we will end off with tomorrow. Wait, let's spend the evening with Komaru. Tomorrow, we are going to hang out with Mitsuru and end our last social link of the game. Gave me a bomb of life. Let's see, today is the last composition class for January. As they say, January walks and February runs. I've never heard that before. It'll be another new year in a flash. But before that, we've got our final exam, so don't get too relaxed. Ugh, always exams in Japan. Anyway, just look at me. I managed to come to school every day, so you can too. Even though if I had the choice, I'd have slept in at home. Lots of scary people in town now. That's true, the cult. But we're gonna go doze off. As we are preparing for tomorrow. Okay, so now that we have maxed out with Aegis, the only person left to hang out with is Mitsuru. And this is the same thing, we're about to rank 10 with her. Now we're in her room. They always take us to their room on their last rank. Look how fancy. There was a time in my life where I loved that style of couch. Now I think it's just too flashy. Maybe if it was a different color, maybe I would like it. Maybe if it was completely white. Maybe I would like that then. Maybe I'm just not a fan of like the beige. I know what you want to say. Our maid staff helped me move here, so that's why it looks like this. Why are you blushing? It's as if there's a second lounge here, isn't it? I know, why have such a big dorm? Where's your bed? Yeah, I was flew by as you talked with Mitsuru. Oh, I almost forgot. I want you to have this. You gave me the keys to your bike? Damn, you too trustworthy. It's the key to my motorcycle. I'm not gonna run from the future anymore. I don't have to think of my motorcycle as a means to escape my feelings. I mean, yeah, but you can use it for transportation, yeah? Though I do regret that I won't be riding it as often anymore. Let's ride together, Kotone. But you'll have to sit on the back until you get your license. When we're done fighting, I'll teach you how to operate it. I can't wait until then. Let me ride on back. Indeed. If that's your preference, I would have... Ah! She doesn't know! She doesn't know! I feel like I've got a younger sister now. Right. I am Mitsuru Kirijo. I hold my head high when I give that name. Thank you, Kotone. You have given me pride. Nods quietly, felt a tight whip bond with Mitsuru. And that is it, guys. We no longer need to do social links, but then again, we only have a few days until the game is over. Empress Arcana. There we go, social butterfly. We've maxed out all the social links. Let's go. Well, back on the subject. Do we have to watch that DVD? Besides, why a horror movie? Fine. You don't have to push that package in my face. True Stories, The Cursed House. I'm not afraid of what I can't see. But on film, the direction and techniques used are another story. Well, let's watch. Would you mind? If I held your hand? Spent a long time watching the horror movie and comforting her.
Yo,
damn,
what's up?
We just riz up everyone in this dorm room, except for Junpei apparently. He's the only one who didn't say some like romantic shit at the end of the rank, social links. 3 more days, man. I believe in you. We should go to Tartarus. We gotta be ready. We are going tomorrow, actually. Hey. Alright, we need to go to bed early tonight for Tartarus. So sorry, Koromaru, if you wanted to go on a walk, not today. Alright, class is over. Not a single person in school wants to see my face right now. They had enough of me. They used me for what they could, and never again will I see them. But with that, we can actually now go pick up the weapon that we got Metatronius. And let's put those weapons on everybody. Let's equip Skatone with Velvel Muruga. Yukari with Quintessential Bow. We didn't get anything from Junpei, nothing from Mitsuru. Akihiko. Evil Gloves. Aegis. Metatronicis. And specifically because the best way to fight Margaret is going to be using these 3 specific party members, Akihiko, Yukari, and Aegis. So I focused a little more on them rather than everyone else. So basically that's my thought process there. With that, I can do whatever we want. So we don't need to go to the shrine since everyone's pretty much maxed out. What should I do? What would be fun? Should I do something here in the mall? Should I go to the strip mall and eat something? Let's go. Can I go to Club Escapade? No. How about the Chagall Cafe? Whoa. I can work part-time. That'll be fun. I don't think I've actually done that here yet. You sweat it out working part-time by selling healing items. The first job we've worked in a while. Found information about charm stones in order to improve your sales pitch. Your academics has increased. Shouldn't that be charmed, though? After the time you spent polishing the display crystals, you've been charmed by their mysterious glimmer. And my charming crystal. Oh, there we go. And I got money! Oh, free money. Well, not exactly free. Okay. It's getting dark out. You decide to go back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Hello, Mitsuru. Weather's still cold. How are you feeling? There are only 2 days left. You should rest if you need to. You don't want to get sick now. Spring will soon be here. Don't remind me. Alright guys, we're done with everything in the real world. Only things left to do. Take care of everything that is in Tartarus. Hello everybody, this is non-streaming Crypta. I am currently just filming a part for this little portion of the video. So now that all we have left to do in Tartarus is to defeat Margaret and Theo, we have a lot of preparations we need to make, such as building Orpheus Telos, a Thunder Rain build. So as you can see, I have already almost 100% in my compendium, and I'm going to show you all how exactly we are going to make a Thunder Rain Orpheus Telos. So the first thing we need is an Odin, at least a high enough level for him to have learned the art Thunder Rain. Not art, sorry, the skill. And we are going to fuse him with Byakko, or with Sir to make Byakko. So make sure that he has Thunder Rain able to be fused together. If not, you can just keep going back and forth with the combination of personas until Thunder Rain pops up, but this is an art we are going to carry on for the rest of these fusions. So here we go. Byakko's got Thunder Rain, and he's going to level up as much as he can. And it doesn't really matter what skills he acquires because the only thing that we care about is Thunder Rain. As you see, I've already made a Byakko before, so this is really going to be his only use. If you do not have any of the personas to make Odin or Surt, did I use Surt? I think I did. If not, my bad. I did use Surt. Then you can just go ahead and look up a calculator. It's not really too hard to find on Google. But typically, if you're going for 100% route, I would feel that you would already have the necessary personas. But next, we are going to, if you don't already have a Messiah, we're going to grab him and a Beelzebub. So yeah, keep in mind that I have been making this guide in mind that everyone else is working towards 100%. So I'm going to assume that you have all of the necessary personas in order for this Orpheus Telos I'm about to make for you all, and the strategy that I'm going to be using while we are fighting Margaret and Theo. Okay, now that we have Byakko, Beelzebub, and Messiah, we are now going to do a 3-way persona fusion with the 3 of them to make Orpheus Telos. And make sure that when you fuse these 3, that Orpheus Telos is going to inherit Thunder Rain. And if not, you can just go ahead and see like what I'm doing. I'm going back and forth with selecting these personas up until Thunder Rain is ready. And I honestly don't mind the other skills because we are going to put some new ones on him anyways. So just as long as he has Thunder Rain, it is good with me. So let's see the fusion between the three. And isn't he so beautiful? Orpheus Telos. Look at him, the last persona that I need. And the only way you're able to get him is if you have, of course, maxed out the full rank and, of course, unlocked Mon. I'm pretty sure. I think that's an option. But no, it's not going to do anything to any of the arts. Just get him to as high possible of a level as you can. And then we are going to rebuild him. But here we go. We finally have Orpheus Telos, the last persona that I needed in the compendium. Alright, and now we are going to start properly building Orpheus Telos with some very specific skills. So he currently has Thunder Rain, which is the biggest one that we wanted, but you are now going to go to your skill items and make sure that you have a lot of these necessary skills that we're going to teach him. First is going to be Sharp Student, which I am going to put on him. So that is going to be the first skill that we are going to attach to Orpheus Telos. And you don't exactly have to give Orpheus Telos these specific skills. These are the skills that I find are going to be very necessary for when we prepare for the fight with Margaret and Theo. Next, I am going to give him an Elect Amp. You also want to make sure that he also already has a high counter. If he doesn't have it already, then add that as a necessary skill. My Orpheus Telos was able to inherit that from his fusion, but if he does not have one, then make sure that you have a card for it. Next, I am going to put on Unshaken Will onto him as well. So that will be another one. And next we are going to add Mind Charge. So let me go ahead and replace something here. So I'm going to take out, let's see, probably Regenerate 3. I don't really think we're going to need this that much. We have plenty of healers with us in the party, so I'm just going to replace that with Mind Charge. And with that, let's see, the last skill that we are going to give him is Salvation. So yes, we are going to learn Salvation, and I am going to get rid of Zeodine since its Thunder Rain is obviously much more stronger. We're going to get rid of Zeodine since we already have Thunder Rain, which is much stronger, so really no reason to use Zeodine. Alright, so the next step that I'm going to do is I have grabbed the persona Alilat? I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm so sorry. I have been working towards currently grinding her out in Mond, and the reason why I am doing this is because once she reaches a certain level, I don't know why I keep saying she, but she will drop a item known as Divine Pillar, and we want at least 3 of these for our party members. After getting 4 Divine Pillars of Light, the next thing I went and done is grinded Messiah in order to get multiple Armors of Light and as well as Shoes of Light, and we are going to put these on the necessary party members as well as Soul of Athena's and Swan Legs. So you want a certain amount of number of each of these to put on each in your party, and Swan Legs, and as you see, I already have all of the necessary weapons for the party that I would like to include for these fights. The Velva Baruga that you have seen from the overworld, and as well as having Armors of Light and Shoes of Light on Kotone, Yukari, and Akihiko. And so with the 4 Divine Pillars that I've gotten from Alilat, I am going to equip that onto everybody, as this will help us out with fighting specifically Margaret and a little bit of Theo, depending on what you prefer. But these enemies do a lot of damage, so I want to be very, very careful with how often I heal during turns and how often I attack during turns as well. So it's gonna be a long challenge, and honestly, you don't have to use a Divine Pillar, but this is what I feel the most comfortable with knowing for my playstyle. So I'm going to put these on top of everybody. And yes, with that, we are good to go. As for Aegis, she does have an item that a lot of people recommend specifically for her. I don't think I'm going to put one on her. I think I'm just going to keep her with a warrior seal. Alright, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start building my hello, I don't know how to pronounce this persona a little bit more. I am going to add on the skill victory cry onto them. And let's see, I'm going to get rid of regenerate 3. This is because hello is also a very useful persona in this little Tartarus exhibition that we're going to do. So I want to make sure that they have some very necessary skills. I'm also going to put Spellmaster onto them as well. So let's go ahead and add that on. I'm going to get rid of, let's see, I can get rid of, let's go with Invigorate 3. I think we'll be okay. We don't really need to, we should have enough SP at this point that we won't run out so easily as we use these personas. But there we go. Now we have all the personas that we need. So without further ado, so for these visionary quests, they're not really gonna matter. Our team party's not really gonna matter, and you'll see why. But how is everything going, Potato? So, as you can see, there's like 2 separate rows of doors. So what I've decided is all these doors over here, as you can see, Priestess, Emperor and Empress, Hierophant, Lovers, Cherry and Justice, so on. These are all the past bosses that we have fought in the main game. And I contemplated doing them, but after doing the doors as a little bit of a test run, the strategy to defeat these bosses are not that different from what you do in the main story. So it feels kind of redundant to show them on stream. But one fact that is gonna suck, in order to fight Margaret and Theo, you're gonna need to grind the Fortune and Strength door and the Hangman door, specifically for items that they drop, called the Infinity item, and then this one, the Armageddon item. Those items are unfortunately necessary to defeat Margaret and Theo, or Elizabeth if you're playing the male route. So that is a grind. You're doing well, Potato. How are you? Good. I'm doing good. I'm not gonna say I'm hungover, because I'm not. But I am tired, because I did go to a Christmas party last night. Hello, food. Welcome. Alright. So, but I will tell you the best way in order to get the items. The Fortune and Strength door is a little bit difficult to get the Infinity item to drop. I don't think there is a 100% way. But when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, just one thing, never get the negative spots onto you. And then if you have Thunder Rain, that attack skill from Odin, that persona, use it, spam it, so that way you can also never be debuffed by the enemy. The Hangman door, if you all can recall, the Hangman will summon not just the statues, but also little crawly creatures. If you let those creatures stay alive long enough, the boss will turn them into bombs and they'll explode. For some reason, that's what you gotta do in order to make those Armageddon items drop. So if you plan to do this door and you want to do the Margaret fight, you have to grind that. I'm not hungover, actually. I only had 3 drinks. But I came home not drunk, but I did sleep in a lot because I was just exhausted, but I wasn't hungover. Like, I have no headache or anything. Something's odd? Oh, I didn't do my vocal warm-up, so that's why. Because I woke up late, I immediately started doing work on my computer, and then therefore I forgot to do my vocal warm-ups before stream, because I look over and I'm like, oh, I have to stream in like 20 minutes. I should set up. And then, whoop. Do I have a cough? No, I just didn't do... Okay. Y'all are mean. I just didn't do my vocal warm-ups. Sheesh. Y'all are so mean. You never heard a morning voice? I just haven't spoken a word all day until now. Okay, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the visionary quests. We're gonna start with those. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. In my opinion, the power door is the most annoying one. And then the easiest one is the luck door. I think the difficulty goes down with each door you do. Power door is definitely gonna take the longest because it is the most luck-based one we have. But the cool thing about these visionary quests is that they set up a team for you with their own stats and personas. So it doesn't matter who you bring or what level you are. Go ahead and do them. So you guys will get a little bit surprised behind this door. I have all my notes of strategies that I wrote down from preparing beforehand of how to fight these guys. So I will show you all. Let me turn to the correct page. My notes before I enter in. Are you guys ready to finish the game today? We're definitely gonna have a big discussion at because we have to talk about the different variations of power door. Here we go. All the notes I have. All right, ready, everyone? You can hear something from within the tightly shut door. All of the theme battle of power. You will go into battle with your normal stats adjusted. After the battle, these stats will return to normal. For the peach part? What peach? It says I've already won because I was prepping. Beach? Beach? We went to the beach? When did we go to the beach? Alright, let's open door. I will definitely have zero opinions to say. I only played Persona 5 and these streams. Yeah, you got no opinions on that food. Well, as you can see, something looks a bit strange about our party, huh? Mr. Shinjiro is back. Okay, so this is my least favorite door because what these guys are gonna do is after each physical attack we do to them, they're going to change their weakness. And we have to attack them in a patterned way with very specific attacks so that way they can all have the same weakness at the same time. And it's gonna take a few turns. Unfortunately, Mitsu and Yukari are not gonna be useful at all here. I would suggest use them for healing and have the main character and Shinjiro are gonna be doing all of the work here. So the first thing we have to do is make sure everyone's on direct commands, because if they're not, then that will ruin the whole thing. And then we are going to switch our persona to Abaddon. And these personas are all given to us, so don't worry about having to create them or whatnot. And then we were going to use his skill, Akasha Arts. So after we use this specific art, someone's weakness is going to change. And if you miss, that's actually gonna suck. Because that's just gonna delay the time it takes for everyone to have the same weakness. So that is annoying. But we're gonna use Deathbound with Shinjiro. Spam ultimates? No, the thing with these doors is there's a strategy to them. There is definitely a strategy. Alright, I'm just gonna have the girls defend for now. They're just gonna be working as healers for the rest of this. As you can see, their atmosphere has changed, so that means their weaknesses are also changing. Now that their weaknesses has changed, we're gonna use myriad arrows now, as we want to do pierce damage, as this will also lead them to change. Okay, so as you can see, some of them took damage and some blocked. And once again, we will use Deathbound. Everyone has a strategy to get punched in the face, Mike Tyson. Not with this game. You actually, if you just spam, you're probably not going to get anywhere. You really need to actually plan for these doors. Okay. You can see someone changed, but only one of them. Two of them. Alright. Next, we're going to use Vorpal Blade. And this is where we're going to have a lot of rinse and repeats. Because there's a chance that we can miss certain strikes, or Shinjiro can miss certain strikes, and then it's all gonna be a lot. I summon you. Alright, so they don't all have the same weakness just yet. We want to get them to a point where they all block pierce damage. So the trick here is if you used Vorpal Blade and it hit all of the enemies, your next step is you want to block with Shinjiro. However, if you've used Vorpal Blade and even one guy missed, then you want to use Deathbound. But since all of the Vorpal Blades hit the enemies, we're going to defend. This is so we know that they all have very similar weaknesses. As for you, Yukari, I'm gonna go ahead and start having you heal up everyone. Alright, and this is where we have to check to see if all of the enemies have the same weakness. Right after they start attacking. Yukari! Okay, she'll be fine. We'll have Mitsuru heal her up. So, this is where you'll get to the rinse and repeat steps. Okay, if all of the enemies have the same weakness, you're going to want to use myriad arrows, and what should happen is they should all block it. And if they don't all block it, then you got to make sure... Yep, okay, so we have one that does not have it blocked. So what we're going to have to do is, in order to do... we're going to use Deathbound.
Ready for this? Slash attacks aren't working.
Okay, so same thing. So someone's... Oops. Someone should now have a change of weakness after this turn. Alright, come on, guys. Withstand the attacks. We need you all to live. Okay, finally. Changed. Now, please, everyone block. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we can end this. We can end this. We can end this now. Finally. Goodness. Akasha Arts with Shinjiro. And we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Stupid dudes. Stupid dudes. Screw you. Hulk Hogan's. Hope you lose your next WWE fight. Alright, that is thankfully over with. Okay, that brings us next to the magic door. This one is actually pretty easy. So proud of you. Nah, it's all RNG based. Okay, so what these enemies are gonna do here in the magic door is they are gonna try to kill us with Hama skills. And lucky for us, we actually have a persona on us that reflects magic attacks. So hopefully you do have a couple homunculuses on you, just in case. I did have homunculi on me, however, a lot of them got used up in certain fights, so I only have one on me. So I just gotta hope that no one dies again. Okay, so the first turn that we're gonna do, make sure everyone's on direct commands. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to sacrifice this turn a little bit. We're gonna switch our persona to Raphael. So the very first turn for these scarecrows is they're going to block they're also gonna reflect magic attacks. So we need to take down those barriers. So we are going to make a sacrifice on the main character. And we're gonna use Sexy Dance.
I summon you.
Okay, that didn't do what I wanted to do. So, that's a waste of a turn. So what's supposed to happen is Sexy Dance is supposed to hit them.
This thing won't give up.
And then it's supposed to reflect onto the main character. And then, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong notes. I'm looking at the notes for the next door. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. I messed up. We're fine. Okay. Instead of Sexy Dance, we're supposed to use this. I'm looking at the notes for the next door, my bad. It's because they both use Raphael. Okay, so we need to repel all these magic attacks. And then now we just need to wait for them to start using Hama skills. There we go. We're just gonna defend. Alright, sweet. That one should be dead now. See ya. Okay, Junpei's in trouble because... Okay. Now, same thing. We're just gonna keep casting this. And now just keep hoping that they will use Hama. And not hit the same person twice if they don't use it. Alright, she's fine. Keep repelling. See, this is a very easy door. Compared to the last one. Alright, just keep defending everybody. You know, there's no reason to attack them. You just gotta wait for them to kill themselves. Because the enemies don't learn from their allies' mistakes. Okay. Finally, so 2 out of 6 doors. Not that door. Don't go to that one. Oh, sorry, 2 out of 5 doors. Next is the resistance door. This is where sexy dance comes in. Vitality. Open! So these visionary quests are really not that hard. They're actually quite easy. You do have to just rely on all of the RG. Okay. So what these enemies are going to do, as you can see, they're now reflecting physical and magic attacks. So this is where the sacrifice comes in. So now on the first turn, we're switching to Raphael in order to take down that magic wall, because the magic wall is going to be necessary to defeating these guys. We have to cast Sexy Dance to take that wall down, and we will get hit. Oh, we didn't. Oh no, we did get charmed. There's 3 chances to get charmed there. We are going to now use Magarudine with Yukari. Alright, that's your weakness, and we're gonna use it twice. It's not really gonna do much for us just yet, so just use it a second time. At least that guy's dizzy. Now with Akihiko, we're gonna use Masakuna to lower their hit and evasion rate. And then with Mitsuru, we're gonna get rid of that charm spell on us.
Here.
Your sacrifice was necessary, Kutone. Alright, that's why you want to debuff them. Okay, now we're gonna switch to Sandalphon. Very interesting name, but very cool. And we're going to start spamming Magarudine. Magarudine.
I summon you.
Get that guy on the floor to stay on the floor. And then with Yukari, same thing. Magarudine.
This thing won't give up.
And then Akihiko, we are going to debuff. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Where's my water bottle? My water bottle. Who are we on? Mitsuru. Okay. We are going to use Mabufudine.
I command thee.
I command thee.
I failed to finish it off.
You're fine, girl. Okay, so now what these guys are going to do soon is this is another
The enemy.
RNG moment. Is technically they should start after this turn. They should start doing something while they start rushing at you.
The enemy is down.
All right,
Now's your
good
chance.
job.
Defense weakened. Please be careful.
You'll see in a second. You're sipping too. Everyone stay hydrated. Not just me.
Agility down. Please be careful.
Okay, with you, we're gonna keep debuffing with Akihiko for now.
Attack weakened. Please be careful.
Ufudine. Okay, so it should be after this turn, although that one missed. Yes, they're gonna start tripping over themselves. Perfect, and with them all down, you're gonna go into all-out attack. And this is gonna lower their health significantly. Now the thing about this though, is that it's not gonna kill them. Oh god, Yukari. It's not gonna kill them, however, what should happen is that, depending on how lucky you get, after a few more turns, they should trip over themselves again. And if they never trip over themselves, well, you're gonna have to be watching me continuously using SP attacks until they're all dead. But hopefully they should. But we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna keep using these skills to weaken them. We're currently on turn 4. And somewhere between turns 5 through 12, they're gonna trip up. And if they don't, we'll see. And if they don't, we're just gonna have to keep doing this over and over. Alright, you, Yukari, are fine to heal yourself if needed. If you're lucky, they'll start tripping over around turn 6 or 5, around there. But now that they're pretty weak enough, we don't really need to debuff them anymore. We can use Akihiko to attack.
I command thee. Such persistence.
Poisma. Yeah, they will poison you, but it's not too bad. You can just deal with it.
I summon you. I won't lose.
Isn't it fun having to rely on the RNG for everything? Don't we love that in JRPGs?
Still alive.
Agility down. Please be careful. Now.
So, while we're waiting for them to start tripping over themselves, how's everyone today? Is everyone ready to see the end of this game? Or do you think you'll cry? Actually, I feel like if we play the FES version... Oh, thank you, Akihiko. If we play the FES version, it'd be slightly more sad.
Worried about Akihiko-senpai.
Akihiko will be fine. I'll heal him. I'll heal him.
That's the way. Nice.
Although the only issue is if they don't start tripping over themselves soon, we're gonna run out of SP. Okay. We need to use this. You never cry. Ready to see Crypta win! Oh, I just knocked my chair into my... Alright, come on. Come on. I need these two to start rushing at me
I couldn't finish it off.
before I run out of SP. Cause that's not gonna be fun. I even lost... I lost track of what turn we're on. Okay, they're not using it yet. Poor guy, he's been down with this whole time. I don't need a heal just yet. Although, I think I'm going to start replenishing the main character's SP. I'll use it with, I'll do it with Mitsuru.
I couldn't finish it off.
Got one shocked. Look at her.
Here.
Don't need to use the big boys just yet. Come on, start tripping! Start tripping!
The enemies return to normal. Sagamon.
Come on, come on!
The enemy's off balance. Attack. One more.
I did test this door a couple of times beforehand. And one time I did get them tripped twice, and the other one I had to completely do this until they were dead. And this looks like it's turning out to be that case.
This thing won't give up.
Akihiko's also now gonna need some SP.
Here.
Damn, they actually learned. These enemies have learned. Okay, everyone's poisoned. That's okay. I don't want to waste turns getting rid of poison when they're just gonna put it back on me. We have enough healing, so we're fine.
Be careful. Hang in there.
This is so fun! Watching the same method over and over again until they die, as we're chipping away at their health. Do I have any stat penalties? I think we do. No? Okay, I'm just debating whether I want to heal or attack. Let's heal.
Hang in there.
You sound very excited. I love this game. I love this part of the game. There we go, finally. Alright, now they're dead. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Yes, done with that one. Okay, now we have 2 doors left.